Well, 2,000 years ago, a man who went round telling people that they are absolutely and unconditionally loved, and they should, in turn, absolutely and unconditionally love everyone else, was publicly executed. For those of us who are Christians, this marks the beginning of a tremendous new chapter in human history. It tells us that death is not the end of the human story and gives us great hope. But if you're not a Christian, the mystery still stands, a historical mystery that requires thought and investigation. Matthew's Gospel tells us that there was indeed an investigation, and that there had been guards posted at the tomb to make sure that no one filched the body and made it look like he had resurrected. And we thought, what if those guards were in the 21st century? What might it look like? What might that investigation look like? And being a long-term fan of the series Line of Duty, we thought we would bring those guards into AC-12 and ask them some hard questions. So we hope that you enjoy a little homage to Line of Duty and invite you to imagine how it would be if AC-12 investigated the empty tomb. Happy Easter to you all.
AC-12 investigation investigating the alleged negligence of DCI Jones and PC Smith.
The night of the 7th of April, interviewing alongside me is Superintendent Hastings and DI Fleming.
For the benefit of the tape, please state your names.
PC Smith, DCI Jones.
For the benefit of the tape, legal counsel has just entered the room.
What are you doing, man? You're on the other side.
Oh, right.
Yes. Sorry. DCI Jones, PC Smith, you're under caution. Anything you say may be used as evidence.
DCI Jones, would you care to explain your actions when on duty last Saturday and Sunday, April 7th and 8th?
DCI Jones is entitled to be questioned by an officer at least one rank higher. So he is, fella. So he is. DCI Jones, could you please explain your actions on the night of April 7th and 8th?
Well, I can't remember exactly. Standard guard duty, nothing particularly interesting.
Nothing particularly interesting. You allowed the valuables that you were guarding to go missing.
Are you asking my client a question?
Can you explain how, under your supervision, you allowed a detachment of experienced officers to allow this to occur?
Can you explain how, under the supervision of a detachment of experienced officers, this robbery was allowed to occur?
No.
PC Smith, what is your recollection of the events?
Well, I arrived for duty after my post until relieved. No one came in, no one went out. All very quiet. I would say a pretty ordinary duty.
It was all very ordinary. The exact words on your statement. Would you say it was an ordinary duty? Not for me to say, man.
You didn't think that it was a waste of police resources?
Not for me to say, sir.
Didn't you post on social media that this was a waste of time and that you could be watching Netflix?
I do not recall.
Well, perhaps this will jog your memory. Can't believe we're having to do this guard duty. Hashtag waste of police resources. Hashtag could be
Watching Netflix.
My client is entitled to his opinion. So he is, fella. So he is.
This is a waste of time.
We've given our statement.
If we're here because we've got the sculptors behind to guard that.
We're here for one thing and one thing only, laddie. And that's nicking bent coppers. What I want to know is how the item that you were guarding with such vigilance disappeared on Sunday morning. What I want to know is whether you were negligent or complicit.
Neither. Look at the CCTV footage.
Oh, believe me, we tried. Convenient, isn't it?
It's not convenient. It's the exact opposite.
So, how do you account for it? A professional outfit? Let's assume so, and that they were somehow able to buy it off the cameras. How did they get past you? PC's note.
I don't know. Maybe they were cloaked.
Ah! Stop the tape. We've got him.
sit down.
AC-12 doesn't deal with invisible men. We're here for one thing, and one thing only, and that is nicking bent coppers. Now I want to know whether you took a bribe from an OCG to look the other way.
I did not check my bank records.
Oh, we have, fella.
File GZ102 in your folders. File shows bank records obtained under a warrant granted to this office under the Proceeds of Crime Act 2002.
There's nothing there.
Exactly.
You're aware that officers who are currently in debt are susceptible to bribes. And you're also aware that all officers who are susceptible to bribes should report it to their superior officer.
I don't get paid much. My rent's high. I'm just a little short on money.
You're well into the red, fella.
Do you have any other source of income?
No?
My client has clearly received no money, so I suggest you withdraw the allegation of the bribe.
Please turn to image 6214 in your folders. Image 6214 is a screenshot taken from PC Smith's Instagram account. Would you like to see the caption?
No. I would.
Hashtag got to make your own money. Hashtag see no evil, hear no evil. Hashtag if they ask, it wasn't a bribe. Hashtag look the other way.
You can't prove that money was a bribe.
After image enhancement, we looked at the serial numbers of the banknotes, and they matched exactly those of banknotes that had been stolen from a bank in Sheffield last January. How do you explain that?
I'm not Ben.
Unfortunately, it's starting to look that way.
Do you have any evidence on my other client?
I don't understand how under your experienced supervision something like this could occur. What I want to know is whether you were negligent or corrupt, DCI Jones.
Neither.
Then how do you explain a dead body getting out of a sealed location in the dead of night?
I don't know. How do you want me to?
Perhaps he wasn't really dead?
Please turn to P20D9. P20D9 is an autopsy report, and as you can clearly see, the body has been declared dead. And dead bodies just don't get up and move.
So, if you weren't on the tape, were you asleep?
It's very tiring standing there all that time.
You're an officer of the Crown, fellow. You don't have the luxury of being tired.
Yes, and that's why I took the bribe. They said it will be fine with AC 12. We weren't meant to be here. They sent a...
PC Smith, are you telling us that you were asleep on the job?
That's what we're paid to say. The truth is, we do not know what happened. We sealed the body in the vault ourselves. Yes, it was boring. We stood guard, we stayed alert, we played some cards in the small hours of Sunday. There was a stroke of lightning, you must have remembered. And then there was a flash, and suddenly the vault was open and the body was gone. We can't explain it, can you?
I'm sorry, but that's not our department. I'm interested in one thing and one thing only.
I know.
And that's nicking bent compass. Are you bent, DCI Jones?
No.
What else do you call taking bribes for lying?
My client has taken this money under duress and under the watch of a senior officer and will divulge this information if you press no further disciplinary charges.
Very well. Interview terminated. 1402.
You're free to go, gentlemen.